How's it going, YouTube? You got Pat Mack here, coach of the Sacramento Sandslash, playing in week 8 of the UGA up against Mick, coach of the Icebreakers. You can see our team on the left, their team on the right, both teams arranged in speed order, as well as the 6 Pokemon that we are bringing, and the 6 Pokemon that I think the Icebreakers will bring. Well, almost the 6 Pokemon that I think they're going to bring. I think Alcremie GMAX could come, but that picture is mostly there because my girlfriend really likes Alcremie, and so got to give a huge shout out to her and have the picture in there. I think Alolan Persian comes instead. However, we do what the girlfriend wants, right? So big shout out to her. She's awesome. All right. Anyways, so game plan. We have Pikachu and Gyarados, which I think is a very solid lead against their team. I think it can cover for some of the like Trick Room options they have, as well as some of the just the powerful hitters between like Entei and Rhyperior, as well as like a Zapdos or a Gastrodon. I think it can kind of deal with all 4 of those Pokemon fairly well. So that's kind of part of the game plan there. I think their strongest lead, in my opinion, is the Entei plus the Gastrodon, and I think that we have a pretty solid game plan to start off against that. That's the basics of it, and then we kind of have backup game plans with like Galarian Moltres and Comfey. It's so funny to say that that's the backup game plan because that combination is so strong. And then we also have like Latias and Nidoking that can come in and put in some work for us as well. So we'll see in a moment if the 6 Pokemon that you can see over there are the 6 Pokemon that the Icebreakers decide to bring to our match. Okay, so taking a look at his team, he's got, looks like, oh, the Alcremie does come. Okay, my girlfriend was right. I was wrong. Y'all were the first to see it right here. It won't be the first time it ever happens. Won't be the last time it ever happens. Alright, let's see. It looks like we also have Gallade as well. No Slowpoke. So the Gallade could be a Trick Room setter here. We have the Zapdos. Oh, no Rhyperior. Okay, that surprises me. I would have thought for sure that Rhyperior would be here. Okay, so it makes me think that their main offensive threat is going to be the Entei. I think we still have the same plan that we talked about in the game plan. We're looking for a Gyarados plus Pikachu. And now it's a matter of, is Nidoking what we want? I wish I could remember what set it has. Probably. It's probably what we want here. I think Nidoking is the way to go. Do I want Latias? I think Latias is a good call too. Moltres could also be a very good option as well. Let's go Latias. I think that's probably a better option. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, good luck, have fun over to Mick. We said in DMs, of course, but always great to hear it in the battle. I think it's gonna be a fun game. Really looking forward to this one. Does bring the Alcremie. All right, here we go. Oh, let's switch up our layout here so you can see what we brought and what we didn't bring. Just if you're trying to keep track of it on your side of things. Gallade and Persian. Okay. Well, this is not what I was expecting. Let's start with that. This is not what I was expecting. Is it worthwhile to protect this? I kind of want to see what they have going on. And Gallade, I'm pretty sure, is physical, like always. Right? Yeah, always physical. I like the idea of charming it. Could also fake out or Electroweb. All of those are great options. Let's go for the charm on the Gallade to start off with. This looks like a Alolan Persian as like a support mon and Gallade as the threat right here. So we have kind of a similar instance where our threat is Gyarados and our support mon is Pikachu. So no Dynamaxing on either side. Do they go for Trick Room? They go for the Fake Out, okay. Alright with all that. They do go for the Trick Room. Okay, so the Glade does have Trick Room. Okay, let's see. Who is faster at this point? I think... It depends on how things were like created, I guess. I kind of like just going for the Quake. Do I want to go for the Quake? do I even want to Dynamax this? This is my Dynamax target. This is what I brought to Dynamax. Let's go for the Overgrowth. And let's go into the Gallade, and then I think Charm honestly still makes a lot of sense here going after the Gallade. Although, yeah, let's keep that. Let's keep that as the option. Electrode doesn't make sense if they have Trick Room set up. We Dynamax first, so either they didn't Dynamax or we're slower. Yeah, they didn't Dynamax or we're slower. We'll see. Either one of these is okay with me. Who's their Dynamax target this game? If they aren't Dynamaxing these... Nope, they don't Dynamax, okay. So Glade is the slowest thing on the field. Pikachu does live. What an amazing Pokemon. What an amazing Pokemon. Go Pikachu. That did not do very much damage. That's okay though. So what is there? Maybe Gastrodon is the Dynamax target. Oh, I could totally see that being the case. I could totally see that being the case. And Parting Shot. Okay, I think Gastrodon comes in right here. The attack drop is really unfortunate. Yeah, a little aversion could definitely be a problem for us. The Protect turn one I think was too passive. I think I need to go more aggressive. And the Alcremie comes up. Okay. It makes me think that their last Pokemon is the yeah, it really makes me think that their last Pokemon is the Gastrodon. I like going after the Gallade again. Do I want to preserve the Pikachu? I don't think I need to. Let's just go Grass Knot, and we'll go into the Gallade as well. Once the Gallade goes down, I think that our Nidoking is looking very strong. Oh, they do Protect, okay. That's a good play. So we've seen Protect. Interesting. So we've seen Protect. And then Alcremie picks up the first KO. What else do we see? Protect and Trick Room and Psycho Cut. I think we're gonna go Nidoking here. We need to check how many turns of Trick Room there are left. I believe there are, I'm gonna guess 2? There are 2. Okay, and I think we're gonna need to go after the Gallade some more. I don't think I have very much in terms of defenses on... Yeah, our Nidoking is pretty quick, actually. So I think I want to go Protect, expecting the Gallade to... yeah, expecting the Gallade to go after, like, use a Psycho Cut. Okay, we do lose our Pikachu. So first KO done. This has been a very kind of cagey match so far. The way this first game is played out, our Comfy plus the Moltres would have been a much better start for us. It's a Dazzling Gleam, okay. Not going to take very much damage from that. Psycho Cut does go into the Nidoking, yeah, that's where I would expect it to go. So they did have the Trick Room mode, just not the Trick Room mode we thought they were going to have. This game at the moment has played out very passively. Very different from how I thought things were going to happen. I think I want to preserve the Nidoking. Getting hit by a Dazzling Gleam is going to be unfortunate, but I don't think we'll take that much damage. Oh, wait, hold on, we went the wrong way. This is going to go for an Earthquake. This is going to switch into Latios. And then we don't need to worry about the protecting or whatnot, just because when Latios comes in, it's going to have Levitate, so we aren't going to take this Earthquake. And I would expect them to go after the Nidoking a little bit more. We'll take some damage on Latias, but it's not going to be too bad. Thunder Punch is very strong. Okay. So now we know their full move. And we do lose... Okay, so taking out that Gallade actually is really important for us. And I'm definitely going to switch things up in the second game. We haven't seen... So we don't know what their last Pokemon is. And they haven't Dynamaxed either, which is also crazy. We are out of Trick Room now. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go after the... kind of want to go after the Gallade here. And... yeah, let's go after the Gallade. Oh, if they Protect. Protect would be a really good play. Let's get Light Screen up, and then we'll get Reflect up as well. Yeah, I think we need to go after the Gallade, stop Trick Room from potentially going back up. Yeah, Protect makes a lot of sense. So I'm glad I didn't double up into it. We get the Light Screen up, so we'll take some less damage from the Alcremie. It's a solid Protect. They're playing this match pretty well so far. We take a lot less damage from the Latias that time. Okay, our fastest thing on the field is going to be Latias then Nidoking. Grass let us know that information. We are going to go after the Gallade now, double up on it. Because we don't want Trick Room to go up, we do want to make sure that we have speed control here. Nidoking looks like it should be able to deal a lot of damage against whatever he has left. The one I'm most concerned about is if Gastrodon is still here. Okay, Persian. That is probably not... I don't know if that's going to live 2 hits, actually. Yeah, we do pick up that KO. Oh, I forgot to write down the other KO. So Gallade was able to KO our Gyarados. Being able to know what all moves it has is really good for us too. And then King KO'd the Persian. They haven't maxed yet. I don't know when they're going to either. I'm gonna go after the Alcremie this time. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Alcremie with our Nidoking. Maybe we can take that Pokemon out and potentially we live on the Latias. Gallade does go for Protect again. Okay. And we need to keep the pressure on that Pokemon so that it can't set up Trick Room. So like even though it has Protect and it's stalling these out, we can't allow it to get Trick Room up. Because both of our Pokemon are the fastest things on the field right now, we just can't allow that to happen. So we did pick up the KO on the Alcremie this time. Okay, and his last Pokemon is actually the Zapdos, so no Gastrodon and no Entei. How do I want to play this out? I'm gonna Ice Beam the Zapdos, and I also like... How many turns? I still have plenty of turns of that left. Zapdos should be faster than our Pokemon, unless he... I mean, there is totally the option where the Zapdos has like minimum amount of speed, because I didn't try to creep like a Zapdos at all. But he has managed to get that one in for free now. So we're looking 2v2. I think that Nidoking has a pretty solid matchup against both of these mons. Ooh, there's maybe a case where I really don't have to the Gallade right here, because I don't want to get hit by a Psycho Cut. If we get hit by a Psycho Cut from the Zapdos, and yeah, and hitting that with a Mystical Fire is also pretty important here. Okay, so the Zapdos picks up that KO. now that they're going for Airstream boost, so they're gonna have, okay, and that's the Life Orb Zapdos too. Wow, that's a huge chunk of damage. And I think we died to this hit. Yeah, so I think if we'd gone after the Gallade there instead of the Zapdos, we might have been in a better spot for that match. But that's a good, we got a lot of good information during that match. And actually, even with a +1 boost from the Zapdos, the speed boost, Gallade was still slower than our Nidoking, which is more good information to have. So we'll definitely make some changes going into this second game. I like the idea of leading with our Comfey and our Moltres. I think that they might have a pretty hard time dealing with that setup. I think it's important we bring Pikachu as well. Okay, so taking a look again for Game 2 here. We talked about switching up our plan to starting with Comfey and Moltres. I think that's a good plan to deal with his Trick Room setup. And then I think in the back, I would like to have Nidoking. I think that brings a lot of pressure. And there's a case we made for bringing Pikachu because it helps us with dealing with... actually, I kind of like Latias. I like Latias to go after... we brought Energy Ball and Mystical Fire. We can kind of debuff some of his Pokemon. And setting up screens, I think, is going to be solid for us in the late game as well. And there's case we made for bringing Pikachu so that we have another answer to the Zapdos as well as having an answer to the Gastrodon. But I don't think it's necessary. I think that we can bring Latias and still have a pretty solid matchup here. So we'll bring this as our 4 this time. Looking pretty good at the moment. And we did not bring Pikachu, and we did not bring Gyarados this time. Okay. All right. Should be a good match. So far, the first game was very interesting how it played out. There was a late game Dynamax on the Zapdos that I think was pretty solid, but the beginning of that game did not go how I thought it would go. They do decide to switch. Oh, they keep the same thing actually. We switched up. I don't see any reason not to trigger our weakness policy and just go crazy on their Gallade. I think that they either fake out or taunt the Comfey. I think one of those two things happens. There's a case we made for, do they have taunt? I guess we haven't seen taunt. We've seen fake out and we've seen parting shot. I would expect them to have taunt also. And then we know the full moveset for the Gallade. So they stay in, we max. I'm interested to see what they go for. If this doesn't knock out the Gallade, that's going to be very unfortunate. I think it should. I would be very surprised if this does not knock out the Gallade. They also max. It's got to be the Gallade, right? If it's the Gallade... No, it is the Gallade, okay. Surprised that this would max right here. So we get our weakness policy boost. Very surprised that this is the max though. Oh, it's justified. Very interesting. Okay, well, if our if our Moltres doesn't KO this Gallade, it definitely dies to Thunder Punch. Let's be real clear about that one. So, let's hope. Let's hope this Gallade dies. Wonder if it has Cove Berry. That would be a very good bring. Does it have Cove Berry? No, it does not. Okay. Do we pick up this KO? We do. Alright, that's good to know. Unless it's Sash? No, it's okay. Cool. Alright, not Sash, not Coberry, so we know that that's a KO. They don't have Dynamax anymore either. We're looking to be in a very strong position. Also good to know that the Persian has beat up. So another good piece of information now. But we definitely won that speed matchup. So what do they want to bring in next? We're looking to be in a pretty good spot here. Okay, they bring up a Zapdos. We did not bring... Okay, we didn't bring Pikachu this time. I can't think of any reason why not to start just attacking things. So we'll go after the Persian. And I think I'm just going to Darkness into... The Zapdos is way more of a threat. Let's go after the Zapdos. Yeah, Zapdos is way more of a threat. So we'll get some damage off from the Zapdos. We know it's Life Orb. Right, we saw that from... Draining Kiss is a contact move. Okay, I did not know that. Things you learn, you know? Didn't know that. Okay, so Moltres is going to pick up a second KO here. Dang, we got static. What the heck? Moltres KO Zapdos. Alright, that's okay. Oops. We still have Comfy. They don't have Zapdos. And we'll be able to see what their last two Pokemon are now. I mean, it makes sense, right? Draining Kiss makes sense that it's a contact move. Just not something I ever knew. Let's see. We're going to have speed, so I think I'm just going to go after... I'm going to use Max Darkness just to lower their special defense. Yeah, like I'm still going to use Max Darkness to lower their special defense. I don't think there's any reason not to. We'll go after the Persian here. And yeah, again, this is one of those cases where sometimes using the super effective move is the right play, and other times it's really not, right? Because what this does is it's going to lower that Spit F. We get that bonus from that move. And it's not about dealing the damage now. It's about dealing the damage later on, when our Latios comes in, and when our Nidoking comes in, who are both special attackers. Alcremie goes for attack. Okay. I mean, that is the threat, right? So we just didn't attack it this turn. Ah, the paralysis. So sad. God, that's so weird. It's so weird to me that I got static paralysis. Wow, that's so much damage. Yeah, that does not have very good Spit F. And again, that special defense drop, that's the important part here. We're just looking to try to debuff our Moltres. It doesn't put them in a winning position, though, because Moltres is honestly just now back at neutral, and we have Nasty Plot. Like, I'm also just going to Nasty Plot right here. I don't see any reason not to. I think Draining Kiss again. And maybe there is a reason not to Nasty Plot. I don't necessarily want to reveal that tech, we don't need it. And we'll just go after the Alcremie. It's one of those things that, like, if this was a best of one, then I would probably Nasty Plot there. But since it's not, I'm just gonna attack. I don't need to. Foul play. Okay, so I think now we know all four of its moves. Okay, that's good to know. Dazzling Wing potentially puts us into Berserk range. Looks like not quite. Okay, and if it didn't put us into Berserk range, then we're totally fine to just keep attacking, because we'll live another hit here. If the Persian goes after the Moltres, then we could eventually die in 2 hits, but it doesn't matter if we win 4-0 or 3-0. It just matters that we win the game. Some people will try to, like, preserve hits right there, maybe, but we're just trying to win. It doesn't matter. I could go for Floral Healing on the Moltres as well. I think there's definitely a case to be made for doing that, because we just keep that Pokemon just super topped off, and then we're in a position where we just win the game that way. But I don't think that it's not necessary. we're going to be okay if we don't do it. So Comfy picks up the KO on the Persian. And then I think this will be enough to pick up the KO. If not, it's going to be pretty close. Pretty close, okay. And we did live the second hit. We do get the Berserk boost. And this will be enough. So it's a matter of who do we give the kill to? Who do we give the kill to? I think the only thing I've revealed so far is the Draining Kiss, so Comfy will get the kill. Pokemon puts in so much work. Love it. Okay. I don't know if I necessarily care that they're protecting. They're not in a winning position, so it's just a matter of delaying the game. And I guess there's a case to be made for like doing that, and maybe you scout, maybe you see us do something different, but there's no reason for me to do anything different and give any additional information away. We can just keep attacking, essentially. And it doesn't live a hit from either one of these Pokemon, so even if they try to go for multiple protects, we also still have our other Pokemon in the back that haven't even come in yet. I'm very interested to see if they switch it up. I assume that they'll switch things up in the next game, because I'm going to lead Moltres and Comfy. I don't think there's a reason not to. Oh, is that Alcremie living? No, it doesn't. Okay. I wasn't sure. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you look at their health bars and it's like, do they have more HP? I don't actually know. So we did pick up a really solid 4-0 victory on that one, which is good. And I think the adjustment we made coming into that next game was very solid. We're going to lead the same thing, and we'll see how this next match goes. I wonder if they make an adjustment, because they brought the same team in that second game that they brought in the first game. Knowing that their beat up plus justified combo with Gallade doesn't work, I don't think that comes. I think they bring something different. Okay, so taking a look at the matchup again, we have basically a similar game plan coming in here. That that we want to use our Moltres and Comfy to start off with, and then we also want to bring Nidoking and Latias in the back. I don't see any reason to necessarily change that. We have a good option dealing with Gastrodon should it come. We have a good way of dealing with Entei if that comes. So I think we have a good setup here with whatever they decide to do. Okay, so let's see how this match goes. Definitely coming into game 3, switching up and making changes is possible. Let's see if they decide to do that. I think they 100% have to, right? If they lead the same combo, then we have the exact same combo we did, and they're not in any better position than they were. So how did they decide to change things? Zapdos and Persian from this time. Okay. So I think game plan, we are going to Dynamax, and we're going to Airstream the Zapdos. It is Life Orb. And I don't think I want to proc the weakness policy, because I think they are going to. I would like to taunt the Persian. Sounds really good. Or Draining Kiss? Let's Draining Kiss the Persian. There's a case to be made for switching the Comfy out there, but I want it to stay on the field so that I can use Floral Healing. I don't think that we die in one hit to a Zapdos. I guess there's a chance that we do. I didn't actually check that when we were trying to figure, or when I was putting my team together. So, we'll see. We'll see if they do. If, yeah, I mean, if this is enough to KO us, then we're in a very bad position. If it's not, then we're looking pretty good. Because if they go for like a max lightning and we live the hit, we probably get our, well, we definitely would get our weakness policy, and we probably also get, oh, interesting, a max guard. Okay, I'm totally fine with that. That's some good damage right there. Ah, the plan is to debuff the Moltres. I think I'm okay with that. And I didn't want to be the one to deal damage to my own Moltres. Not having taken any damage is pretty nice too. And Alcremie comes in. Okay. Does go in the max guard. It's a pretty solid max guard, I guess, if they want to kind of keep their Zapdos alive. Is there a case we made for me doing anything different than what I did? I don't think so. Maybe I go for the Alcremie in case like it switches out for the. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that to go for the Alcremie in case they swap out into the Persian, because I don't want to keep getting parting shotted. So that kind of cycle would definitely mess up our game plan in terms of being able to dish out a lot of damage with this Moltres. So far, I'm not seeing anything that leads me to believe that I want to do something different than what I am doing with our Moltres and Tuxedo. Okay, we do live the hit. We get the Berserk boost off. I don't think that we've taken enough damage to where a like Dazzling Gleam from Alcremie would KO us here. So we're gonna get the weakness policy boost. We're also gonna get the speed boost and the Berserk boost. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're at +2. Right, we lost 1 from the parting shot, gained 2 from the, or gained 3, 1 from Berserk, 2 from weakness policy, and we pick up the Alcremie kill. And with that speed boost, we should have enough speed to be able to outspeed a Zapdos. We'll heal up our, we'll heal up our Moltres. And then we'll go after the Persian. Perfect. Okay. Do I want to go after the Persian or do I want to go for the Zapdos? I can take care of the Zapdos afterwards. And if it max guards, like I don't want to have wasted that turn. Do I care if it max guarded? Would that be a problem? I think I want to continue getting the speed boosts. I think I go after the Zapdos actually. There's a chance that we get. I wonder, I don't know the answer to this question. So I'm wondering if, okay, floral healing is fast. I'm wondering if we got hit by a fake out, if it would stop that. And I think we do want to go after this Zapdos. Yeah, I think this was the right play, I think. There is a case we made for going after darkness instead of the flying, so they didn't resist it. Because I think there's a chance that we die from a Thunderbolt, like a max lightning anyway. Maybe there was a case we made for protecting, actually. Oh, I really like that play. I wish I had done that. Oh, that would have been the right play, too. If we protected on the Moltres... Oh, they're running Data Sim. Okay. So no Gastrodon and no Delayed. We are going to lose Zapdos here, I'm pretty sure. Or Moltres, yeah. So Zapdos gets a KO on the Moltres. And now we're in a situation, I think we're doing okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna bring Latias in. Setting up screens feels solid to me. Yeah, setting up screens feels pretty solid to me. Let's go light screen first, and let's also charm the Entei. I guess they do have the option to keep swapping around with the Persian still. Maybe going for an attacking move was better there. If the Persian comes back on the field, then I'll Draining Kiss it to look to take out some damage there. Zapdos go for Protect. Totally okay. Does Entei also go Protect? No. This Charm isn't even massive. I'm surprised. Oh, right. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. That if they're kind of going for like a Trick Room team, that they would make some of their mons slower. Snarl. Okay, so it's more of like a defensive, potentially. So maybe I want to play around with swapping here. I think I'm just going to Mystical Fire the Zapdos though. And... just gonna Draining Kiss the... Do I want to get paralyzed again? I didn't like getting paralyzed last game. But I think this is the Pokemon that we have to go after. Right, I think that's the Pokemon we have to go after. And it just protected, right? So it can't protect again this turn. So I think we do go after the Zapdos. If we pick up this KO, then potentially they're running out of power, right? I think we have enough to potentially KO this this Persian. We don't have that much damage or power on either one of these mons, but this might still be enough. Okay, it's not enough. And that's okay. Getting hit with Snarls here is fine. We can swap out and reset these if we need to. Oh, I need to switch this up so we don't have our Moltres anymore. Let's keep that clean. Currently 3-3. Is there a case to be made for changing up what we do? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna Mystical Fire again, and I'm also gonna Draining Kiss again. I don't see a reason not to do that. If we can take out more of their mons, then that means that the any more Mystical Fires we do or Charms stick. So not allowing this Entei to reset its stats if it's like a mixed, right? If it's like it just has Snarl to debuff and then it also has like a physical attacker on top of that, then we want to keep the damage decrease from Charm on it, as well as the screens are putting in a lot of work for us as well. So, but we can always switch out either one of these mons to stop kind of the stat reductions from being an issue. Pretty weird game so far. And it's not going to be very effective. Neither one of the moves we have are going to be very effective, but maybe this Entei is just... it does have a physical move. Okay. So it was what we thought it was, and I'm just going to Charm it again. And it's just going to deal no damage. They could be trying to play around with our like Reflect and Light Screen turns. Which reminds me, I want to know how many there are. Oh, we still have plenty. Plenty. So we'll Mystical Fire, the Zapdos, drop that attack, and also I'm just going to Charm the Entei again. Like it's not going to be able to change these stat decreases, and maybe we whittle this down with like, I don't know, comfy Draining Kisses. It seems like it might be that kind of game with all the debuffs we have going on. So now the Entei is at -4, dealing very little damage, is the short version of that. So we don't need to worry about putting Reflect up, and we already have Light Screen up, and we got a special attack drop. So things are looking pretty good for us. Zapdos could potentially... Okay, I want to taunt the Zapdos now, because if it has Roost, I don't want to allow it to Roost. It might not, but if it does, I don't want to let that happen. So let's go after the Zapdos again, and let's also taunt it. We're not in danger of dying from our Comfy, and we want to make sure that it does not have the opportunity to, to Roost up and regain this health. That would be a problem, because there's a chance. Well, I don't know, maybe not, right? Because we have Mystical Fire, we keep dropping its a special attack. And this way we don't... Okay, so now for sure, we don't need to worry about it anymore. God, that's so little damage. The Life Orb might do more damage than our Mystical Fire does at this point. Oh, it had Thunder Wave. Oh, man. Okay, that was nice. That was nice. that taunt came in pretty clutch. I was expecting Roost, but Thunder Wave is also a problem. I don't see any reason not to go after the Zapdos again, and I mean, this seems kind of rude, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna keep the Latias alive. I think we're just in a situation where I don't think that their Pokemon are gonna be able to kill mine, and whenever we get this swap into Nidoking, whenever we decide to do that, we're gonna have a Pokemon that has power that theirs doesn't, and they won't. When I do switch the Nidoking in, we're gonna go after the Entei first. That way we don't keep getting hit by Snarls. And all the damage that they were able to do to Latias is pretty much gone at this point. And we'll keep chipping away the Zapdos with its own Life Orb. How much damage did we take from Stone Edge? Yeah, very little. Yep, very little from that too. And I think that, yeah, I think that's doing a lot less damage. Do I want to do anything else differently here? Nah, let's go for the Draining Kiss. I think at this point we just need to pick up KOs. Oh, and actually, okay, we know the full Zapdos set. It doesn't have Roost, right? Because we saw it tried to use Thunder Wave, and we know it has... Have we seen Protect from it? Maybe we haven't actually. We saw the Max Guard, but I don't think I've seen it regularly Protect. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it regularly Protect, so it could have Roost as its last move. I think that's possible still. Void Attack probably on my Stone Edge. And at this point, I'm just going to keep hitting it with Mystical Fire, and I think now is the time. Now is the time to swap. Let's go after it with Nidoking. We'll get an Earth Power KO. And go from there. It's been a very long end game. But I think it's just because we have all these debuff moves going on that just nobody's taking any damage. Oh, we lost Light Screen? What? I don't think we need that anymore. And there's the... Okay, and this... I don't know if... Oh yeah, we should be faster. No, we're not. Oh, maybe it is a faster Entei. Oh, we had the speed boost from the Airstream. I was thinking we weren't... that we'd be faster on our Nidoking, but we're not. That's okay, though. Oh, and it has a Shuka Berry? Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. Another round of this. We might start running out of moves here soon. One thing that I think I mentioned this in another video actually, but one thing that I really like about Lewis, okay, that's not gonna do anything. One thing I really enjoy about VGC that I've played it, the more I've liked about it, is that the option to switch things around in between games. One of the things that can be a little difficult about singles is that while you're moving around and scouting through sets, you don't necessarily have the option to change your play style, right? And take that information after the game ends. So to play VGC, you get the chance to scout with a game, right? And that's kind of what we did in the first one, right? We were able to find all four. I believe we got all four of the Gallade's moves in the first game, which meant that we knew what it was capable of doing. And we also got some good information about the Persian. I don't think it was until the second or maybe the third game that we learned all of its moves. But after the first game, right, we saw Parting Shot, and I believe we saw Fake Out as well. And so you can narrow down what sort of options they have going into the next games, which I think makes VGC like this, in my opinion, it just brings a different kind of playstyle and a different kind of analysis and like thought process to games, which I think is really cool. So anyway, having said that, we do singles here and we do VGC here. So if you're looking for either one of those, this is the place to be. Like, subscribe, stick around for some more Draft League content, and we'll catch you on the next one.